Went jittery soon as I mentioned her name. Don't try getting out of this. I know you remember her.
I have a neurological condition. It's not easy living with tics. Really, I'd love to help, but if only I knew who you were talking about.
Forrest. Name mean anything to you?
Nope.
They call him Woodman. Works at the dollhouse.
You talked to him?
I'm the one asking the questions here. Was Woodman the one who introduced Evelyn to you?
Introduced? Interesting choice of words. Rolled her in on a gurney, more like. She was out of it. I honestly couldn't believe she wasn't dead. Never mentioned her name, so I just called her Doll. Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
Mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what, exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point!
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
You are scum! Pathetic! A waste of words. I'm a hair away from putting you down.
2 beefers from a BD studio took her. Didn't even know their names.
Want details, damn it! Name the studio!
They mentioned a moth of all things. Virtues with the death's head. Said she'd be good for the moth.
Need air. I'll be outside.
I'll be more than glad to show you around. But, later, perhaps.
I let her go back to clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Trust me, Judy. Compared to the pieces of shit I scrape off my shoe every day, Fingers doesn't come close to being half their brand of rotten.
Got no fucking words, V. None.
Don't worry. We'll find her. I know it.
We'll fucking find what's left of her butchered corpse.
Hey! Keep it together! Wanna give up now?
No. Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. Better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind. Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. but an ex-BD outfit'd be on the move almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
Could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. That's an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. No fixer in Westbrook. I'll drop her a line.
V, fixers don't hand out information right and left.
Done a couple of things for her. Not that she owes me, but let's see what she has to say.
Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
V, nice surprise. What is it you need?
How's things, Wako?
This a prelude to whatever illegal favor you're about to ask me?
What? Never.
In that case, they couldn't be better. Kind of you to ask. And you?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh, any particular one?
He chipped you for free.
Logo on the casing. A death's head
Yeah,
moth.
gear looks a little basic,
Whoa,
but
now.
it works.
That's quicksand. So I would advise caution.
Like I said, he just finished.
Know who
and
makes
said,
them?
"See you next time."
Where they scroll them.
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be...
Making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep their heads, period. So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
No, but I have a pretty good idea who can.
Who'd that be?
There's a store on Jig Street. It has a Pandora's box worth of crap inside. Try asking the owner.
Thanks, Wako.
You just crossed the line.
Hey, you looking for some? I need that co-processor. Well, what do you think? Like yesterday. It's not your problem.
Where's your cute little ass rushing off to? Slow down. Treat yourself to a little RELAXXX.
Use your imagination. Why do you think I came here? So I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I can see that. You chosen something? How can I be of service?
Looking for, something special. A brain dance to really...
You mean smut?
No. More hardcore.
Won't find it here. But there's a guy on Jig Street, has a whole lot of peculiar flicks. And I mean peculiar.
Got something that'll keep you wet for hours.
Have been just a bit more careful.
But I was.
Looking for
And I
something
gotta
raw,
work out, you know?
untouched.
Raw's all you get with me. What's your
If anyone wanted to
I'll
see
come
a
back
jelly
some other
roll,
time.
They'd sit at home,
Betting
look
on
in
it.
the mirror.
I'm sure. Don't got the eddies to
How about you? You
Stop
buying
cooking
or
for
just
a
gonna
week.
stand
You'll
there
have
like a pig
And
under
if I
cover?
don't work, we're both going hungry.
What have you got?
I'll borrow it.
Virtues?
Go get yourself fixed
Any
up.
special kind?
Tell them they'll have the eddies to
Well, let me put it to you this way. Those who know don't need to ask.
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
If I was a badge, you'd already be in cuffs for what you sold the customer before me.
All right, all right. Can't be too careful. What do you want?
Give me the best of the best. Ones with the death's head.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur. Death's head'll cost you, though.
How about a discount for your newest customer?
Only give regulars discounts. If you're short, then fuck off.
I'm no connoisseur, trust me.
Sure.
All I need to know is who makes them and where.
Now listen, I just sell whatever sells. Nice, calm job. Let me see some eddies, you can pick one. Parse it, and I won't care a hair.
Where do you get these scrolls?
Said you weren't a pig.
Just curious, that's all.
Once you booted up your virtue, dare say your curiosity will be satisfied. People that make these, obsessed with privacy. Never even occurred to me to ask where they're from. To which caution I probably owe the fact that I'm still alive, talking to you.
Got anything that might interest me?
Pleasure doing biz with you.
Hop in. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
Want you to describe what you see. My catchphrase.
Scav. Gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Christ, it's hot. Thermal readings are off the charts.
Keep looking.
Heard shit like that before. Sounds like scavs to me. Scav woman. Who knew that besides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs? Ordered recently. Radio's turned way up. Probably to drown out the screaming. Electric cork patch on the coveralls. Coveralls had a patch on them. Electric corp.
Could be a costume. A prop?
Factory worker fetish? Hard as hell to believe.
It'd explain the higher thermal readings, too. You could be onto something.
Can't beat that rich synth cough aroma. Cheap shit. Cold too. Buck a slice. Ordinary box. Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers logo. Standard for a trash heap. Okay. We're looking for an electric corp power plant located near a buck a slice.
EC used to have
Means
a
someone's
big
grabbing
old
buck a
complex
slice
in Charter
regularly.
Hill.
Which is not
Buck a
something
slice
one does
checks
for the
out, too.
flavor and fresh ingredients.
How can you be sure, though?
Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Here we go. Old electric corp power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with that for now. Nothing else to garner from this spoil. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
And this is WNS.
Definitely. Ride with me?
Development for today's international news segment, or should I say?
Let's get going.
On our way.
In a daring orbital heist, millions of Eurodollars worth of goods were stolen from Galileo. The thieves docked with the station during a solar storm, which
Still can't shake it.
blinded radar systems.
That virtue sample we saw with the Death's Head moth. If all they scroll is snuff, then...
Stop it. They'd have to be utter gonks to waste her on something like that.
But the ESA has offered a generous reward for any assistance in
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also's got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street.
And squalor has at last reached its new golden age. As good fortune would have it, the city's numerous landfills, abandoned buildings, and industrial zones are rich in rare resources, now highly valued in today's economy. Thousands of migrants have caught junk fever and set their sights on the city in the search of electronics manufactured around the turn of the century. Undeterred by hazardous conditions and gang violence, these pioneers truly demonstrate the beauty of the American entrepreneurial spirit. Today's closing story. Sing Ad Studios has announced a new way we, as a society, can care for our elderly. Rather than place our infirm elders in an expensive care center on the other side of town, we will soon be able to connect them to the Silver Day system. Advanced feeder unit adapted to the needs of our eldest relatives. The all-inclusive system consists of a catheter, aspirator, IV drip, nutrition tube, and most
here we are.
a next-gen brain dance wreath.
You going in?
Your loved ones
Find
will
us a way
never forget the
inside.
worries of
I'll
the
hang
world
back,
and
scan the
return to
subnet,
simpler
see if there's any
times of
blueprints of the
day.
complex lying around.
Reconstructed from
Join
the
you
most
as soon as I
personal
find
family
something.
archives.
Let's link on Hollow till
Don't
then.
waste another minute. Pre-order Silver Days now to receive a 10% discount.
It's not gonna be pretty in there.
And I wish you all a bright
So,
and shiny day.
If you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
Everything inside?
Almost. What do you mean?
Grab a crate and get your ass moving.
It's my brain. Chill.
All right, enough slacking around. Get that shit off the street.
Mr. Stud, all night, every night. Don't be sorry. Upgrade now.
When a phantom witch leads to a fatal system error, or a bunny, install at your own risk. Available only on Braindance.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
City. I'm Jillian Jordan with N54 News, and this is your local latest. The NCPD has urged caution when using data terms. A routine inspection has shown many have been corrupted. Malware. Police experts have confirmed the identified virus can lead to cyberpunk.
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to the lower levels.
What the fuck does meh mean, huh? I sit here all day doing fuck all. I hear it. You know what I mean? You know, you could say something interesting once in a while. A joke! Whatever, I don't care. We have nothing but time to kill this dump. What did you last see on TV? Did you pick up any woman? Delayed. Let's drive forward. Did you eat anything during? Will you say anything?
Found a way down. You see my position?
Yep, be there in a sec. Wait for me. V, hold up. I'm close. I'm here. We need to get to level -2. Bet that's where they're keeping her. That shirt. I know it. Hear that? Evelyn's? Without a doubt.
We don't have enough methionine for today's batch.
Relax. The wait will be right.
RTL?
Erythritol. It's like candy for grown-ups.
This RTL, it won't make anyone foam at the mouth, will it? Because if it does, we'll be out of biz.
Looks like snuffs are only the tip of the iceberg. Well, well, not bad. One sec. Got something that'll keep him busy. After that, we slip past him. Okay, now.
Back in the samurai days, we'd place ads in this thing looking for background dancers.
Looks like you weren't the only ones with bright ideas.
It was a veritable gold mine of women.
Meanwhile, in Europe, the Pedanian government is once again in the midst of a to prevent illegal excavations and looting in the city of Venice. 4 looters and 7 carabinieri were killed in the most recent altercation. The city, submerged under the Adriatic Sea, still hides a centuries-old. Priceless works of art. High demand for collectors has spurred on the continued looting. Black market.
New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
Committed to a fully automated military by 2080. Already 90% of the Swiss armed forces consist of lobos, drones, and automated vehicles. The officer corps makes up the remaining 10%. Nicola! Government faces support, they will begin implementation of the CDS Pacha automated command system. As stated in the government's official press release, Switzerland cannot
Synthetic meat, you're in for a treat. Try ours today.
CDS Pacha will secure our borders but will never position Switzerland as the aggressor. And as the world leader,
Don't make trouble. Be
They'll see us. Get out of sight.
Careful. 2 live ones there.
Craziest shit you can imagine.
I'll distract him. You take him down.
What are you thinking?
Show's about to... Screw with those pipes. Get some smoke going.
The hell?
Now! Take him out! They're on him! Beautiful.
Cuffers. Classic. Can't go wrong.
Except these are solid steel, not the soft-core plastic kind. Even if you come here on your own, gunning to become a star, there's no guarantee you're ever getting out.
that's a maintenance room. See what I can stir up.
Gutted out all her implants. And why stop there? Took a few internal organs while they were at it.
How so very resourceful.
Scabs. No matter how many you stamp out, there'll always be more crawling around somewhere.
Figure you've made their acquaintance.
Afraid so.
I hate that everyone here is dumber than bricks.
Hey, the door is open. Welcome.
Or I could just crack your skull. Shut you up.
Who put sand in your ass?
No one. I just hate it. It always smells like piss on a rotting corpse.
Take a walk to the dogs. Your brain is air.
What? Where?
Ну давай, гнида, покажись!
What was that?
Чё?
Ну давай, выходи, циклоп!
Чё?
We find you one way or another. You hear?
Maybe she's here already.
Used him as a puppet in a virtue that killed him. Then tore out his implants.
Pathetic.
Чё?
Thank fuck.
Ну давай, гнида, покажись!
Where are you?
Close to the studio, I think. You find anything useful?
Read up the elevator. Should be easier to get out of here.
Contributing 700 billion.
You really don't fuck around, do you?
A large sum, yes. I want
Wait one sec for me.
what percent of their profits does that amount to? Jefferson, please. I don't think we want to bore the nitty-gritty of the tax code. No, very well, then I'll take the blame if
Ну
you
давай, выходи!
What percent of their profits is the city's 20th largest corporation?
Давай, гнида, покажись!
They'll see us. Get out of sight.
All right, I'm here. Let's find her. Hang in there, Ev.
What about that villa fort you got down? Sell it yet?
Junkyard if I'm lucky. You should have seen the mess inside. As if two people fucked and then threw up everywhere. Or the other way around.
People are fucking pigs.
That's correct. So how often is in the max stack? Mr. King, I actually work in the Oak Ridge Hospital. Well, you sure are a funny guy, Ivan. Let's go back to basics, shall we? Just what is cyberpsychosis? It's a spectrum of psychological disorders caused by cybernetic implantation. But look, I've got 7 implants myself, and I haven't completely lost my mind. Though my ex-wife would probably disagree. Everyone has their own breaking point. Some patients get symptoms after their first implant. Others remain in perfect psychological health even after what we call a full-body conversion. Fascinating. So tell us, Doc, what causes cyberpsychosis? Well, it depends on a lot of things, but the most vulnerable are undoubtedly those who display antisocial tendencies.
What if implants aren't the real problem? I mean, sooner or later, wouldn't those kinds of people snap by themselves?
Interesting question, Mr. Q. In all fairness, there are prominent voices in the scientific community who claim we're confusing correlation with cause and effect. Some go even further and say that cyberpsychotic attacks are a manifestation of societal degradation, like mass shootings once were. Only difference now is that people don't just have a gun. They've got implants to murder others.
And what's your personal opinion, Ivan?
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
I see her. Cable 2.
Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
What do you think? What do I do now?
What we came here to do. Find the truth. Ask her.
Johnny, she's unconscious.
Or she's a better actor than we thought.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready? And...
now!
Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. She's gotta be seriously traumatized.
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
Fine, have it your way. Smoke to your lungs' content.
Ah, finally. Something better than exhaust and the stench of the city. Don't tell me you don't feel it, too. We going in?
What's there to wait for? Didn't go through hell and back just to stand in front of a door.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough, she already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're mad at her. Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have
I
any
know.
other-
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on.
V.
I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
Hey, how you feeling? Need anything? Not here to nag. Just talk.
Well now, look at you.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the Virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Sure.
Yep. Should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the Virtue, you come back here, we give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What? Take a look around if you want.
Can't see her face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her. I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the Virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself?
Might not be important.
Maybe, but all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search, at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica. All right, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into... I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a Virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, oui, allez. Vous avez une raison, moi, vous êtes tout intelligent pour ça, comptez bien. Moi, vous n'êtes pas enragé. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur yon autre. Faut que nous prenions chance là. Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I? Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Try scanning the phone. Got it. Give it a second.
Oui, lui allez. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour tes
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Caught another name. Something like... Silverhand?
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translator page. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Petit poupée a déjà allé.
Oui. Lui allez. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour tes bien.
Ou pensez moi c'est là. C'est un problème.
Moi c'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen de gagner pour nous arriver sur yon bout. Faut que nous prenions chance là. Fâché. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen de gagner pour nous arriver sur yon bout. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi t'as ramé quoi même j'avais. Mais oh, qui s'il veut en amener nous direct sous halte.
Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting. I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
Know who they are, who the woman is? Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju Wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. I hope you won't need it.
Thanks. Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
Who would have thought?
Perilous future. Electropunk? I'd rather puke out my ears.
Someone likes getting their feet wet.
Don't need to be an expert to tell the Gear's pro.
Hey. V.
Nothing special, same old story. I'd rather hear about you. What's new at the Mox?
Susie isn't giving me the time of day, as usual.
How'd you hook up with the Mox in the first place?
I thought Susie and the gang could really change something in this city. I believed in them.
Winded up business as usual?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Few Joy Toys' lives really changed for the better thanks to them.
Couldn't you replace Susie and lead the Mox?
No way in hell. I'll stick with tuning virtues, thank you very much. If you haven't noticed, I'm not much of a people person.
Got another question on my mind.
Shoot.
How's virtue tuning going? Scroll anything preem lately?
Depends what you call preem. Does smut count?
Guess I kinda have to be into a little bit of everything. When it comes to virtues, I'm mostly in it for the intel.
You mean seeing who killed who, using what?
Yeah, something like that, but you see it differently. For you, it's art. How'd you get into virtues anyway?
I always had a techie streak ever since I was a little kid. When I felt my first virtue, I was like, hey, I can make this way better. So I tried, and I did. And then it just snowballed from there.
Always wondered, why the smut industry?
Isn't it obvious? 2 minutes of real feels a week's pay.
Sure, but I thought someone like you wouldn't be into the whole objectification thing.
Objectification? Not in my virtues. My actors love what they do, and that's why everyone wants to feel them. Can't fake old school emotions.
Something else I wanted to talk about?
Got all the time in the world.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking shimmer. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised. No. Interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
I guess you should feel right at home.
Chick's got taste. Except for one thing.
And what's that?
Way she looks at you. Don't pretend you haven't noticed. Makes you all mushy inside. I can feel it.
Oh, well.
The Bushido collection in BD format.
First 3 are collector's items nowadays.
Slice them up like sashimi. Now, a lot of you called and asking what kind of edge she's had. Girl, Karina here got a mighty enhanced look. And always ensure easy access to protected firearms. Schools and hospitals have been closed until further notice.